A very good morning to all. Okay, I hope you all are well. In our previous class, what we have discussed was about symmetry. Okay, we have discussed the many topics of the symmetry, that is how a figure is said to be symmetrical and how it is a symmetry about a point, about a line, and how does it possess a reflection symmetry or a rotation symmetry, and how to calculate the order of rotation if a figure is possessing rotational symmetry. All right, and I have also provided you with a PDF. I also provide you with a PDF. Okay, so do note the given PDF in a form of a notes in the copy and do try to finish it and try the exercise of the particular chapter by your own. Okay, and today we are starting with a new chapter, that is chapter 19, that is data handling. If it is already done, there is no issue, or else you may just have a revision of it. All right. So, data handling. So, in this, what we are going to discuss is will have an introduction of it, okay, and then we will have what brief meaning of data, what is data, the collection of data, and how we organize the data. All right. So, here let us start with the chapter. All right. Okay. So here we have introduction. So see, collection of data and everything, data handling, whatever we are learning it in a very special branch of mathematics, which is known as statistics. So what is the statistic? Statistic is a branch of mathematics where we study about data, its collection, its organization, and many more things regarding data, how the data is arranged, what is the concept of array data, what is the concept of array data, and all these things. So the branch of maths where we specially deals with the collection, the organization, or the formulation of the tables and the arrangement of data and all. That branch of mathematics is known as a statistic. All right. Now, then, for example, let us see that we have seen how our teachers write the details regarding the attendance of the students on the blackboard. Okay, so let us take a look. This is the details of the students regarding the attendance. Okay, so boys and girls, and what is the total strength of number of students present. Alright. Similarly, the maximum and minimum temperature of different places in a state are collection of information. So, the whatever the data we collect, okay, whatever the information we collect, we write it in some of these forms, and then collection of those informations, if it is written in representation or in a form of a numbers, then we say it is a numerical data. For example, the total number of boys is 25 and total number of girls is 20 and total strength is 45. So out of this, it is a collection of the data from a class 6. Okay. So out of 25 on a particular day, 23 are present. On a particular day, 19 are present. So out of 45, total 42 are present. So this is how we represent the information of the presence of students in a class on a particular day. Similarly, if I ask you how we are going to represent the information about the temperature, so this is how. Okay, so we have the temperature of New Delhi in the month of November. So these are the maximum temperatures recorded on each day, and this is the minimum temperature recorded on each day. So such collections of information which we represent in a form of numerical data or the numerical informations, this is known as data. Alright, so when any information is represented in form of numerical or in a numerical way, then this is known as representation in a form of a data. Alright, now, for example, we went to a shop and here we have a collection of cakes, and let us now arrange each cake on a rack or on a level. Okay, so there are 4 levels. We can see there are 4 levels, and on each levels the cupcakes are arranged on a glass stand. Now, what we can do? We can take information about it. What we can take the information that how many cupcakes are there on a glass stand on each level. So from there we can take the information like on level 1 how many cupcakes are there, on level 2, on level 3, on level 4. So whatever the information we will collect about the cupcakes on each level, that will give you information or the data about it. So here we go. Let us have the number of cupcakes on level 1, 2, 3 and 4 are as follows. So here it is representing the number of cupcakes on each level. On level 1 there is 7, on level 2 there is 5, on level 3 it is 5 and on level 4 it is 3. So can you see that it is represented in a form of a numbers? The cupcakes or the number of cupcakes is represented in a form of number. So this information about the number of cupcakes gives you the data. Alright, so any information which is presented in a form of number is known as data. Okay, and the data obtained in original form is called raw data. Raw data means what? The random collections of the information. The randomly collected numbers gives you the raw data. Raw data means undefined, improper, no any arrangement. Can you see, is there any systematic arrangement in it? No. Okay. So when we collect the data randomly, so usually initially whatever the data we collect, that is in the form of raw data. Alright. So collection of data. Now anyone can ask you how many blue, yellow, orange and white colored cupcakes are there. So we can take the information in many different ways. So first information what we collected, the number of cupcakes on each level. The second information we are taking that how many cupcakes of different colors are there. So this also the number of cupcakes related to different colors also gives you the data about or the information about the colors of the cupcakes. Okay, so the number of cupcakes is given in the form of a table, and any information which is given in the form of a table is called tabulation of data. So when any data is represented in a form of a proper table, okay, in a form of a groupings, then we say it is a tabulation of data. Alright, now what are the terms we have to remember, okay, while studying regarding the data handling? So what are the many various terms that we have to discuss is, what is data? Obviously it is the collection of informations in the form of a number, and what I told you initially, whatever the informations or whatever the data we collect, that is in the form of a raw data. So what is raw data? It is the collection of information in its original form without any modification. Without any modification means we have not arranged any data. We have simply collected it and we have presented it. Okay, so that is a raw data. Now what is array data? When we arrange the data in either ascending or descending order, then it is known as array data. So it is the arrangement of numerals or the data in ascending order or descending order. It is known as array data. Alright, then what is observation? Each numerical figure which is present in a data is known as observations. Okay, each numerical figure. For example, we have collected the number of blue color cupcakes is 5, number of yellow color cupcake is 10. So each this numerical value 5, 10, all these is under observations. What is frequency? Frequency means the number of times an observation is occurring. Okay, the number of times anything is happening, it is known as frequency. Now what is tabulation? When each data, when every information is presented in a form of a table, when the data is arranged systematically in a form of a table, then it is known as tabulation. Alright. Now what is organization of data? What do you mean by organization of data? See, initially whatever the data we collect, that is in the form of a raw data. Now what does organization means? Organization means when we arrange this data either in a form of a ascending or descending order, we get array data. Okay, a systematic arrangement of data. So that is only known as organization of data. Okay, so what is frequency distribution or frequency table? Frequency distribution table means it is the arrangement of the raw data of the given information which is easily understandable. Easily understandable means what? We have the data, we arranged it systematically either in ascending or descending order, then we find out how many observations are occurring, what is the number of times the observations are occurring. So when we keep a proper record or the proper information of each observation, then we call it as frequency distribution table. And in frequency distribution table only we arrange all the data systematically, and then the frequency is represented by using a telemark method. Now let us understand what is this telemark method. Let us consider we have a number of children in 20 families. Okay, so this is the given observation. Now what we will do, we will write this given data or the information in a form of a table. So number of children 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we will see how many times 1 is occurring, how many times 2 is occurring, how many times 3 is occurring, how many times 4 and 5 will occur. So here the number of children 1 is occurring how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1 and 2. Okay, so this is how we got the arrangement. Now, by looking at the telemarks, we can write the respective frequency by counting the number of vertical lines in the telemark. Telemark is usually represented by the number of vertical lines. Here you can see the fifth observation is represented in the form of a vertical line. And in one more way we can write how the 4 lines and the fifth lines can be joined from the top of the first line to the bottom of the last 4th line. Okay. So fifth line can be made in a form of a slant line also. Okay, so here we have the respective frequencies. By calculating the number of lines, we can find out the respective frequencies. Okay, so after every 4 vertical lines, draw a cross by the fifth line. So that is what I told you, the fifth line is represented in a form of a slant or a cross line. Okay, so this is how we represent the observations or the number of observations in a telemark. So initially it was shown 5. Now see, fifth line is taken in the form of a cross. Here also fifth line is taken in the form of a cross, and then 6. Okay, so 4 observations will be represented by the vertical line and fifth observations by a slant line or a cross line. Okay, so this is how we have the following frequencies. So similarly, again, like by the 30 students in the classroom, the flavors of ice cream, we have chocolate, strawberries, vanilla and butterscotch. Okay, so now we have the number of students which is represented in a form of a telemark. Again, this shows 5, 5, 10, 13, 5, 2, 7, 5, 1, 6 and this 4 vertical lines means 4. Okay, so this number of times a particular observation occurs is called frequency. Alright. Now, here we have a summary. So, in the summary, what we have learned first is what is statistic. It is a branch of mathematics where we deal about data, its collection, its arrangement and its distribution. Alright, then we have discussed what is data. It is a collection of the information in the form of a number. What is raw data? Initially, all the data which we collect, all the information which we collect is in the form of a raw data. Okay, original form of the data. Then what is tabulation of data? When the data is represented in a form of a table, then it is known as tabulation of data. Then what is frequency? The number of times any observation is occurring gives you the frequency. Then frequency table. It is a table in which we represent the data in terms of their frequency, and then frequency is represented in terms of the telemark. And the process of writing the telemark, 4 vertical lines and the fifth line with a cross line or a slanting line. Alright. Then in this way we represent this frequency, and in this way the following frequency is represented in terms of the telemark. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, see fifth line through across, 6 and 7. Alright, so this is how we have learnt about data, raw data, array data, how the data is arranged in a table by using the frequency, and how we can represent the corresponding frequency in a form of a telemark. I hope you understood the concept of data and collection of data and how to represent the data in a form of a distribution table. Thank you for watching.